Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over a brand new highlight from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You guys already know which one I'm talking about, the new Iced Out highlight. This gem right here, so pretty to look at. I know I've been wearing my highlights much more subtly than I used to, but I still had to pick this up. I think we all got really excited, or maybe it was just me. Maybe it was just me, but I think that a lot of us got excited about this after the amazing success of the IRISEE highlight. So we're going to do some comparisons today. I'm going to pop this on, and then I asked you guys on my community page what highlights you guys wanted me to compare this to. So I'm going to do that today as well. Before I get into this, I want to go over the other products, which is the Brow Freeze and then the two glosses. Just a mini like first impressions type of deal. I did purchase these products myself, but I got them in PR as well. You guys might know what that means. First off, the Brow Freezing Styling Wax. This is absolutely clear. It is completely see-through, and it's supposed to give you that full feathery looking brow that lasts all day. Actually, let me give you the full description from the website, well, from Sephora. It's $23. It is described as an easy to use styling wax that lifts, tames, and sculpts every hair with extreme hold. Now, I wasn't going to pick this up. It's one of the products that, not just like from Anastasia, but from everybody. I have found my brow product that I absolutely love. It is from Benefit. It's just the easiest thing to use, and for me, it holds my brows the longest. I don't have any issues with it, and I love the comb on it. So you don't have to get out another brush or do any like cleaning the brush or anything like that. I love this. This is just, it's my baby. It's my ride or die, and there has been nothing to compete with it. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that this doesn't either, but I was kind of interested in the whole, hold on, let me, exact wording here, extreme hold. That is what got me, was the extreme hold. So I wanted to go ahead and test it out, and I had several people ask me to do so. So I decided to, and I have it in today. However, I did have to go in with my beloved Benefit Brow Gel to get my brow hairs to stay up. I know like my brows are kind of covered by my bangs, but I was doing my eyeshadow. I did my brows first, and I used the Anastasia brow brush with the spoolie on the end. I followed all the instructions. I'm pretty used to doing this type of look. I've tried so many different ones. Patrick Ta, just off the top of my head. I think there was one from Iconic London, several different ones. And unfortunately, I don't know if it's just my brow hairs or what, but it looked kind of laminated at first, like they were definitely stuck to my face. And I was like, okay, I don't really like that feeling. I don't like to feel my brows on my face, but I was like, all right, if it stays, it stays. It didn't stay. So then I went in and I pushed them up again, gave it another chance. And then I went in with my brow pencil, and it made the brow pencil really hard to use. So you could use the brow pencil first. I was using the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I just don't like these products. I think that's what it is. I just don't like them. I think they're fussy. It's a little harder to work with. And I was going to do it on camera, but I don't know. I'm glad that I didn't, because I got a little frustrated. And like I said, I had to go in with my Benefit one afterwards anyway. So for me, if you don't mind your brow hairs falling, like I like for my brow hairs to stand to attention, and I don't want them to be glued to my face. So I don't like that laminated effect where it's like just like stuck to your face. I like them to be up, but I don't want them, I just don't like that flat look. And that's initially how this looks. And then it kind of loosens up a little bit, but then so do my hairs. Like the hairs just start to fall. So this is just not a hit for me. If you like a more natural fluffy brow, I think that you will like this. I'm going to be sticking with my favorite. So that's your little mini review on this product. Not a bad product. It's just not for me. And it's, yeah, just not for me. I have both of the glosses. This one right here, it's clear, but it has little crystals all inside of it, or glitter, not crystals. This is called the, oh my gosh, it's so tiny, the Diamond Lip Gloss. I'm not going to swatch this one because I'm going to give this one away. So I'm going to put it back in its home right here. But I do have the clear one on right now, and I really like the way it feels on the lips. It feels really, really nice. And this one is called Glass Crystal Lip Gloss. So I don't think I even own a single one that is completely clear like this. So it was nice to get one. I don't wear clear a lot, but I like it. Like right now I'm wearing one of the Natasha Denona lip liners. I believe it's in the shade Natasha, and I just put this on top. It's comfortable, it's not really thick, it's not sticky, and it's not moving around on my lips either. I've had this on for a little while and it feels really great. But this one's mine. This one's mine. I didn't get 2 of these, but I did get this guy for you guys. I wanted to get 2 of these, but yeah, I think it's sold out pretty quickly. I don't know if it's in stock now. I'm sure it will restock, but I do. I like the clear one. Now let's talk about the Iced Out highlighter. It's so pretty to look at. I mean, initially I immediately think of the Albatross Highlight from NARS. Got asked several times if it had that kind of gold, slightly greenish undertone to it. And it does. I'm going to quickly swatch it for you. I'm going to put it on top of my tattoo. What I'm going to do is go and show you guys all of the swatches on top of my tattoo, and then I'm going to swatch them on my daughter's arm. I think it's easier to see the different undertones on top of the tattoo versus just on skin, especially in a picture. Because if you have a background, you can see more of the true color. So this is what it looks like. And if you can see, it's definitely gold and just has like this slight green, not in an unflattering way. That is it right there. The highlight retails for $34. It is described as icy white gold, and the description reads, a universally flattering illuminating highlighter that has the perfect combination of a smooth finish and ultra beam effects from a lit from within radiance. On Sephora, it says the coverage is medium. Like, what? It's not a foundation or a concealer, so okay. And the finish is radiant. It's a pressed powder, and it says that it delivers a multi-dimensional wet effect shine with the high reflectivity of a liquid and the weightlessness of a powder. It delivers buildable intensity, amplifying beautiful skin and taking you from subtle luminosity to a full icy strobing effect. So that is what I did in my application. I went in, I had already sprayed my face with my, the Milk Makeup Setting Spray, but it had been a while, so my face was completely dry, and I applied it, and then I went in with my face slightly damp so that you guys could see the different levels of intensity, and you can definitely build this up even further. But I don't want it to be quite so intense, but we'll get into that in just a moment. I quickly just want to mention the differences between these two other than the obvious color. I do believe that these are 2 different formulas, so it could be the difference in the weight. Weight and volume are definitely different. So this one right here, the new one, has 11 grams of product, and it has an 18-month shelf life. The IRISEE one has 9 grams of product and a 12-month shelf life. So just in case anybody was curious, I wanted to let you guys know. Now let's go ahead and get into the demo. Like I said, I applied this initially to just dry skin. Completely dry. I had been doing several different things. All I had on was my bronzer. I used my A23 from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And as you can see, this goes on very softly initially. The problem I have is that it looks a little dry on me personally whenever I wear it like that. So I wouldn't wear this even in this subtle way, just because to me it's just a little dry looking. So what I did was took my Fix Plus and then I took my sponge and I just kind of dampened that area, let it kind of dry slightly because I don't want it to be super wet. Otherwise, I can disturb my foundation or it can get just too intense. So I give it just a second, make it to where it's just slightly damp, and then I went over that, and you can see it is beautiful. Now there is little micro glitters in here. If you don't like that, just be aware that it's definitely in this product. Now, because I don't like my highlight to be super intense, I then went in with my blush, blended everything out, buffed a little bit, and then I sprayed my face again with MAC Fix Plus, not the Milk Makeup setting spray. Just went in and sprayed everything just to give me a little bit more hydration, and I like the way that it looks now. Up close though, it does look a smidgen dry. I don't feel like I have that issue with the Anastasia IRISEE one. This one's more of a gelée type of formula, and I prefer this formula. I think that this is pretty, and I think that if I was younger and my skin wasn't dry, I have combo skin, but I do get a little drier up here, I would probably like it a little bit more, but I'm not as pleased with it as I thought I was going to be, but I do think it's a really beautiful highlight, and I think that it's going to look gorgeous on medium skin tones and deeper. I consider myself to be a light medium. I think it looks nice on me, and I think it will definitely work on somebody that is light. I'm not certain about fair. I think that you would have to wear it more subtly. But it's a pretty highlight. It's a pretty highlight. It's just not one that I'm going to grab for a lot. Or I'm not going to be grabbing for this highlight other than probably for my eyes. I'm just being 100% honest with you guys. It's just my personal opinion. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and get into the swatches. So I have to go run around and go pick up all of these highlights that I have in my collection. Now, I did do a declutter recently, so I don't have all of the highlights that you guys requested, but I have quite a few, and we're gonna swatch them side by side, again, on my hand first, and then after the video, I will show you guys on my daughter's arm. You guys are not gonna believe this. At least I can't believe this. I can kind of because I just didn't use it, but yeah, I don't have NARS Albatross anymore. Like I said, I did a huge declutter, but I can tell you that this is a little bit more intense than the NARS Albatross, but that is definitely the first thing that I thought of. So if you have Albatross, I wouldn't say that you need this unless you just want something that's a little bit more intense. All right, without further ado, I'm going to go over all of the ones that I do have. So I'm going to swatch Iced Out, and then I'm going to put other highlights right beside it. I was asked to swatch the white shade from Nicole Guerrero. I already have the Iced Out on here. I can already tell you, no, this one is definitely, it has more of a blue undertone to it. I was trying to think, is there another one? No, there's nothing else in here that you know what? Actually, on my daughter's arm, I'm only going to swatch the ones that I would say are comparable because I think you guys can see right there that this isn't. I'm trying to drop that down there. So yeah, this is not comparable. Moving on, I thought that this one was an interesting choice, and I completely understand why. The Bronze Seduction palette, this shade right here. I love this. This is definitely going to be more glitter than what and it's more green. So you can see that. Let me build it up just a little bit. Oh, I love it. So I will show those against each other, but so there's those three. This is the Bronze Seduction and Nicole Guerrero. Just so you guys know, my hand is wet because I'm wiping it off after every time I'm swatching these. Just so you guys know, but it is making it a little easier to be able to see them as well. Next up, the Pat McGrath. This is the trio, and we want to swatch the center shade. Yeah, it's just a little bit more golden. Definitely similar, has a little bit more of a shine to it. Somebody asked for Cookie. I know this is not going to be similar. It's a little bit more like of a pinky shade, but we're going to swatch it anyway. You see that? It's a little bit more, it's like a champagne-y pink, and this one's definitely a more golden, an icy golden tone. Next up, Danessa Myricks. This is the Lightwork palette. There wasn't a specific shade in here, and I don't think that any of these are going to be similar. Like, these are more golden. This is definitely like an icy white, but I'm just going to show you the texture. There you go. I'll go ahead and swatch one of the golden ones as well. I'm going to go for common sense. There you are. This one, the textures are definitely different. This one is a little bit more icy. These are smoother, but they're intense. This is definitely more gold, where this just has like that, this is not as yellow, I would say. It's not as yellow. I liked this idea. I wouldn't have thought about this one, but have a feeling this might be similar. This is Vivid Azalea from Wayne Goss. It's the Blush Duo. This one definitely has a golden undertone. Let's see how similar, but not as similar as I would have thought. It's not. Wow. Yeah, this one's definitely more white. Now, nobody mentioned this one, but I want to see what this looks like. This is from Manny MUA Lunar Beauty. It is the shade, where are you? Mercury. I think it's Mercury. And this is what it looks like. You can see the yellow undertone to it. These are super intense. Okay, so this one, it definitely has that goldish, I'm gonna have to, I'll put these side by side. They're not the same, but it's kind of similar. Different textures though. And for the record, these are actually really good. Pure Gold palette from Dior. I'm gonna swatch this one and then this one. That one's not the same. Ooh, this one, that one's pretty similar. Let me get that one just a little bit more. Oop, I put it on the wrong, no I didn't, okay. I thought I put it on the wrong finger. Yeah, this one's pretty close. This is the Rose Gold Dior palette, and I'm just going to go in with this one. I don't know. Let's see. This one's a little lighter. Yeah, it skipped. I don't know. I built it up, and it's definitely lighter. It does not have as much gold in it. It does have some similarities. It has like the same kind of shine to it. And it does have like little glitters in there as well. Those little glitters really will just give you that impact, especially if you have your skin wet or anything like that. So I'm going to put this in the to swatch beside pile. Milk Makeup Iced, which is kind of funny. Had to make sure it was actually called iced. I really like these highlights. They're like when I'm touching it, I'm just going across, it feels really smooth. There they are. You can still see that Iced Out has more of that golden shift to it. Are you guys ready for IRISEE? This one was definitely the most requested. I already know it's not the same. Look how much I have used it. It's like, it's got a little bit of hard pan on the top of it. This one's more like of a champagne. Let's see. I'll go ahead and put this in the swatch beside, like so that you guys can see it in a picture, but they're not the same. They're just not. Can you see right here when I have my hand like this shifts white, and this one's definitely like more champagne-y gold. Not gold, like not that warm gold, more of a champagne. Speaking of champagne, let's do Champagne Pop. I can't even tell you the last time I used this highlighter. This one's actually more similar to the IRISEE than it is the Iced Out. And again, but you can still see that whenever I move my hand like that, the shift of them are different. MAC Double Gleam. This is, oh, I used to use this one all the time. It's just more of a white. It's much lighter. Magic Star from Charlotte Tilbury. This one is definitely darker, more of a coppery gold, not comparable. I'm glad somebody mentioned this one because I would have absolutely forgotten about it. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sugar, and they asked me to swatch Marshmallow. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. Not the same, but close. This one definitely has more sparkle. They're both, when it's applied, again, my hand is wet, so when they go on top like that, they're both smooth, but this one definitely has more sparkle to it. But I will put this in the pile to swatch on my daughter's arm. Camila de Chanel. It breaks my heart to go over the top of that little flower. Oh, I don't want to do it. It's not the same. It's not the same. There you go. This one's definitely has more of like that champagne-y pinkish undertone to it. This is another one that I thought might be similar. It's from Danessa Myricks. It's the Enlight Aura of Radiance powder. Let me try not to make a mess with this. Okay, when I see it in the light, it's still close though. These powders are so pretty. Move it around. All right, so yeah, putting this in the pile to swatch. Moonstone from BECCA Cosmetics. I don't see this one being similar. Could be wrong. Yeah, this one's it's just lighter. It's more of like that white, you see. It's just not the same. It doesn't have that yellow gold undertone to it. I have two more. The next one is the new one from Natasha Denona. This is the I Need a Nude Glow. See, I told you. And then I'm not really sure why this, and maybe I have the wrong shade. I probably have the wrong shade. I only have two of these. I have this one in How Many Carats. It's the Diamond Bomb from Fenty, and then I have Rosé, something Rosé. I don't think that this is going, I love the texture of these. I don't think so. No, it's like that, it's a totally different formula. It does have the glitter in there, but it's more transparent and it's definitely white. So yeah, not the same. Alrighty, my swatch fest is officially over, at least for my hand. I will be swatching the ones that are the most similar on my daughter's arm so that you will get the picture without the tattoo in the background. So if you want to see that, just wait until after I say bye-bye. But if you would like to be entered into the giveaway for the diamond gloss as well as the highlighter, all you got to do is comment and leave me a way to get in touch with you, either Instagram or your email. I will be doing the giveaway a week from today. The date will be in the description box. You have 24 hours to respond, or I have to pick another winner, and I don't like to do that, so don't make me do that. And then I want you to do one more thing, because I'm going to kind of switch it up a little bit for, you know, just switching it up just a little bit. I want you to tell me, based off of the ones on my hand, which one you thought was the closest to the new iced out highlighter. That is it. That's all I want you to do. Now, again, I just want to reiterate that I do not think that this is a bad highlight. It's just not one for me. It's just not one that I'm going to use a lot. I do think that it's beautiful. I think that if you have dry skin, that you're definitely going to have to make sure that you have really moisturized your skin, which I did. I promise I did. And then I would probably go in with that trick of, you know, stamping your face with a setting spray or just a hydrating mist of some sort, and then going over top of it. And you can even spray again. It's just up to you. And if you want it to be more intense, you can put it on top of your blush instead of under like I did. It's just my preference. I do think that this is beautiful, and I really do like the clear gloss. Not a fan of the brow freeze just because I'm so particular. I'm sticking with my benefit, and I do think this is pretty. It's just not something that I'm going to gravitate towards. I absolutely love my IRISEE one better. That one is one of my all-time favorite highlights Anywho, I love you beauties. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.